Hey guys, Flippin' Landlord Ninja here with two guys take on real estate.
Two guys take on real estate.
So today I'm actually at a foreclosure auction out in Sandisfield, Massachusetts, and I wanted to kind of go over a little tip after you win a foreclosure auction. You're all excited, but what's next and how to protect yourself before you actually buy the property. So as always, we're here to pay it forward so you guys can learn from our mistakes and don't have to make the same one. You're all excited. You actually just won a foreclosure auction, such as possibly this guy right here. All right, get a little closer. So you won this beauty auction right here. See how you won it, and now you have what's called an insurable interest in the property. What does that mean? So that means basically that you've put a deposit down, you have a contract to buy the property, and so therefore you have an interest in the property, or also called an insurable interest. And with a lot of these foreclosure auctions, you're required to perform. So if you, let's just say in the time from it takes to actually acquire the property, which could take 60 plus days, you actually are still required to buy it as is. So if, for instance, there's a flood or a natural disaster or a fire happens, and therefore now the property obviously has changed, it's still in as-is condition, you as the buyer still are required to actually purchase the said property. So how can you protect yourself? Now, one way, of course, getting out of this is to take the time to just walk away from the deposit. And for instance, on a lot of properties, such as the one we're at right now, that's about a $5,000 deposit. That's not a bad thing. Hey, you only lost $5,000 or $10,000. What's the big deal? Walk away. But for a lot of people, that's a lot of money. So you don't really want to walk away from that. And there's a way you can actually protect your interest there, which a lot of people don't really know or don't do properly. And that is actually talking to your insurance broker and getting insurance, even though you don't own the property. But once again, you have insurable interest in the property. So you can actually get insurance that will protect you. And we like to do is actually get insurance for the full value of that property, at least what you actually have as a bid, if not the full value. So you, once again, talk to your insurance broker on what you have available for you. But I recommend getting insurance, and this allows you. So let's just say if perchance, we win this property, and then there is a fire, and now we're able to actually make a claim. And we've had situations down in Connecticut too, where we actually had a occupant rip out all the plumbing. They destroyed the kitchen cabinets, and we were talking about a high-end house. And we're talking it was a $600,000, $700,000 house that they did at least a couple $100,000 in damages by destroying the boiler, all that kind of stuff. Luckily, we had actually gone through, taken full photos, and we're able to, make a claim, because we also had the smart thing of actually getting it properly insured prior to us owning it. And then we were able to have walk through. We had talked to the owner and, tried to work something out with the owner. And we were able to get in, take a full property pictures, and then show that to the insurance that, hey, look at on said date, this is the condition it was. And that's when we kind of created a timeline, and therefore we were able to make a claim, get paid by the insurance company. So then we were made whole. We then still bought the property. We then also so we made it, got some insurance money, as well as we were able to buy the property and fix it up and sell it. So it was a win-win on that case. The big take home I want to make sure that you guys understand is once you have a contract with a foreclosure auction, you do have insurable interest. And you want to make sure you protect that, and once again, talk to your insurance broker on what that means and what kind of value you can put on these. But that's what we do, is once we actually get that contract, we send that right over to our lawyer, but also our insurance broker, and have them bind coverage right away, because you never know you don't want to wait a week or 2 weeks. You want to do that right away, because something could happen easily a day or two later This is also why, once again, we take documented photos while we're at the property. If we can't get in, at least the exterior and maybe a couple photos from the through a window, something like that, so that we can have a documented condition of said property once we won it at the auction. So once again, guys, please make sure you get insurable interest. I hope this was helpful. If you do think this was helpful, do me a favor, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Have some questions, leave a comment. And thanks again, guys. See you at the next auction.